you know, I've been studying plants all my life and other lifetimes, and I know a lot about plants, but there's so much more to learn. There's so many plants out there that do all kinds of things. But we're going to talk about some plants that are easy, that will be very, very good for your system to alleviate anxiety. So maybe, you know, if there is anxiety because there's too many chemicals in the body or too much contaminants in the body from pesticides, we can use particular plants as a tea to cleanse our body very gently. The Native American people use different types of herbs, but one that you can find very easily that would be very good for you to drink is something called Cleavers. Cleavers is, if when you drink it as a tea, very gently cleans the body. And a lot of times when I recommend it to people, they say when they sip it, that they remember past lives, that they remember this plant in some way, and they've never had it in this lifetime, but it's almost like, wow, it's a friend. It's really soothing. Cleaver is used, and you can look it up. It's got some wonderful information. We've been using it for a long time. It cleans the body very gently, very gently. So you can drink it hot or cold. There's so many plants that, you know, really are very helpful that way. And it really helps to remove contaminants, but in a very gentle way. So you can have 1 to 2 cups a day. I like to have it. There's different plants that do different things, but that one's pretty wonderful and very accessible. And you can get it in a one, and make sure you get it organic or wild crafted. In other words, they go out in the wild where there's no contaminants and stuff, and they harvest it, which is really good. I love Cleaver's tea. H. pylori is a bacteria that sometimes goes into the digestive system and causes a lot of problems. And H. pylori is what we call an uninvited guest, you know, in your digestive system, and this can cause a lot of anxieties. When you go to a medical doctor, they'll give you a whole string of antibiotics to kill off this intense bacteria called H. pylori. But what we do as Native people is we use a very wonderful medicinal herb that you can get at your supermarket. It's called thyme tea, Thyme. So, you know, I like to say thyme because when I say thyme, people look at the clock. But thyme is a wonderful herb. And if you smell thyme tea, I mean, thyme is an herb. It smells absolutely wonderful. And you can keep it on a napkin in the kitchen and let it dry and put it in some tea bags and you know, use it as a tea, or you can use it fresh and just wash it and put it in your water. It's so good for your digestive system. It's a wonderful tea. Now, when we work with plants, we'll put it in our hot water, but when we put it in our hot water, we put both hands on either side of the container and we talk to the plant. And we tell the plant, you know, I'm having some digestive issues or I'm having some anxiety. Can you help me? You know, I really appreciate you. I'm in deep gratitude. Can you please assist me in my situation? And say thank you, and then drink the tea. So when you do that, you're demonstrating enlightenment. You're demonstrating that you're engaging with another sentient being in a very intelligent and enlightened way. Whenever you're dealing with water, water is a sacred food, one of 12 sacred foods on the planet. When you think about water, think about this. Since the inception of this beautiful Mother Earth, we are using the same water all the time. And it's highly intelligent because it vivifies itself, it cleans itself, so that we can utilize it as a medicine, because we cannot survive without it. And so when we engage with the water, whether I'm taking a shower or I'm drinking it in tea, I'm acknowledging that water and I'm saying thank you. Because when I acknowledge that water and I say thank you, my energy field is going to look at my actions and say, she's awake. She's understanding this whole wonderful journey she's on. And it just promotes a great sense of peace in your aura.